Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness today. Still in the euphoria of the release of or partial release of Sunday Go AA Sunday Ade, aka Sunday Ademo. This has really brought a lot of energetic reactions and hope and encouragement in the fibers of the legal team of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in one of which that's his legal team, his lead legal team, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, have decided to do the needful, and this is what he has to say. Before we go into the newspaper, I would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, being the 7th day of March 2022, we observed the court-ordered visit to our indefatigable client, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Our exclusive interaction offered us the unique opportunity to brainstorm on strategic legal dynamics on all pending indigenous people of Biafra IPOB cases, with particular regard to the envisaged possible outcome of the 8th of April 2022 scheduled proceedings. Needless to reiterate, the fact that no court in Nigeria has the jurisdiction to proceed with the trial of Onyendo, who was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria. This is a grave infraction which is in clear violation of Nigerian law, specifically Article 12, subsection 4 of the ACHPR, that's Ratification and Enforcement Act, Cap A9, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004. We need not reopen our argument here. Onyendo was extensively briefed on pertinent development, and his words of encouragement and reaffirmation of trust, confidence in our legal team is all we need to keep up with the legal fireworks. Onyendo was further assured that no stone will be left unturned in ensuring that justice is done in his case, because he has committed no offense known to law. His present incarceration represents a punishment for offense he never committed. This would explain the amendment of the charge 6 executively. I take that again. This would explain the amendment of the charge 6 consecutive times in search of phantom, that's non-existent offenses. Onyendo commended his followers, especially those who have remained unshaken and undistracted in their undiluted loyalty to him and to those steering the ship on his behalf. Onyendo remains firm in spirit and strong in conviction, even as he implores Umu Chineke to continue to abide by best practices. He also specifically commended you all for your peaceful, I take that again, for your peaceful conduct. Your continued prayers and supplications remain critical during this period as we positively approach the D-Day with deserved expectation. We appreciate you, Ezigbo Umu Chineke, and remain hugely blessed. Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Esquire, IPOB, that's Indigenous People of Biafra Lead Council. Well, for those who do not understand what I mean by IPOB Lead Council, for Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Michael Zahume, is the lead counsel to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case, while Ifeanyi Ejiofor is the lead counsel to indigenous people of Biafra. Any case on IPOB, I think he's still the one in charge and he handles it. I deliberately overemphasize that word, peaceful conduct. Now, while one would expect that it's all nice and good to go into autopiloting that will cause anarchy. Don't forget that they are charging Nnamdi Kanu on terrorism and a treasonable felony. For every act of violence, for every act of disobedience, anarchy, they will see him as the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra who is causing those anarchy. So to a great extent, one would understand why the likes of the DOS, that's the likes of Emma Powerful and the Chika Edozim and the rest, are trying to really dust down on anything that has to do with violence. Because the more it is being done, it's perceived that it wasn't his case, because he has always said, the lawyers have always said, the lead counsel has always said, even him, Nnamdi has always reiterated, Imam Powerful has always reiterated, they are a peaceful people, freedom fighters seeking for self-determination of their own country, Biafra. So every other narrative may not go well. Don't forget that the likes of Bruce Fein has been employed on that singular purpose to take it on international scale, where international recognition will be seen on the struggle that is peaceful. But if they begin to the likes of course, a whole lot of us may disagree with me, but look at this very critically. Don't get very emotional in your comments. Let's look at this critically. If the likes of Simon Ekpa keeps shouting or keeps insisting on autopiloting, keep insisting that we should stay back at home, enforce it at home, and those enforcing it goes violent, what impression are they giving? Now, I think it's pertinent to say now, which they have been doing anyway, that indigenous people of Biafra, through their mouthpiece, that Secretary, Media Publicity Secretary, Powerful, has been reiterating that those enforcing it at home is not IPOB. And who is the leader of IPOB? Nnamdi Kanu. So, which means whatever anarchy, insecurity that's being felt in Southeast, IPOB have by default exonerated themselves from it. Then who is enforcing it at home, and who are they obeying? These are pertinent questions. And don't forget that the last Sunday Igboho is out, and all motivations have been propelled to ensure same is done for Nnamdi Kanu. Don't also forget that on the 8th of April, we will know the fate of Nnamdi Kanu finally, because I will get to know what Justice Binta Yako will be saying. But before that date, there is another hearing on the 16th of March by one barrister, Maxwell Okpara, who has instituted Nnamdi Kanu's human rights, and there may likely be lovely fireworks where Nnamdi Kanu may be called, may on parenthesis, may on emphasis, may be called to testify physically on what DSS have been making him go through in the detention, and which may not all go too well for the federal government if those get very viral. That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our conversation. What's your take on this? Do you have